Welcome to Norfolk, and specifically to the eastern coastlines of Norfolk that cling on to this peninsula. And I say cling on because they really do. And that's the reason why I'm here today, because this area is one of the worst victims for coastal erosion. And this is going to be a new element to the channel, me wandering around looking at places that are literally disappearing, houses that are falling into the sea. And I've always wanted to come to this place called Hemsby, where I am now, and just explore and have a look round. It was only in December when about 5 houses right on the cliffs had to be demolished. They had to be torn down because they were literally about to fall. So I've got no idea what I'll find today as we wander around exploring this area, Hemsby, and then I think I'll head up the coast a little bit as well and see what we find. But yeah, let's do it. Let's explore Hemsby and the town that is falling into the sea. What a day to get down to the seaside as well. I've never been down here to this part of Norfolk before, so I'm well excited. It's a gorgeous day. It's actually quite warm. It is windy, but it's also a good time to test out the Wandering Turnip's new microphones. At times my audio has been awful, so yeah, we're upgrading a bit. But let's have a little wander, let's have a little explore. And I'm not actually sure what the tide is like at the moment. Let's go find out. Obviously this will feel very different in summer. It's March at the moment, so pretty quiet, but obviously it will get busy. And here we go, here's the beach. Oh, I mean, wow. This beach is absolutely incredible. Beautiful sand. Oh, this is great. I can see why you'd want to live down here, even if your house was about to fall into the sea. And this is what I'm talking about. So obviously that's the sea there. And then here, you've just got these sandbanks that must go up, what, 10, 15 meters? And that's all the way down the coastline. And you can just imagine when that water's rising, when it's really stormy, that's just sand there, that's just going to come away. And slowly it has been doing and eroding backwards and backwards. And with it bringing down them houses. I can just see some houses on the top there. God, they're so close. So, just up there you can see the tip of that house there. That is crazy. It's so high, the cliff wall, that I can't get my camera up and over, but I've got my drone, so we'll fly that around in a bit as well and just see how close the houses are to the edge of the cliffs. And look at this, I bet they've just put all these rocks down here. Look at all these big boulders that clearly are from somewhere else. They aren't naturally here, are they? And what they do with these giant boulders is they just dump them here to act as a brake for the waves that are coming in, to stop that force from going behind into the sand. But with rising seawater that's happening all over the world, it's not just a UK thing, this. It will eventually, oh, you can see here. So yeah, you got these boulders here, but then obviously just next to it, and then up there, look at that house. So close. You can actually see there, part of the path has just crumbled away. And there as well, look, that there actually looks like a bit of path or road. And all them houses just there, meters away from the cliff. It's crazy how close the houses are to the cliff edge. I mean, I knew they were close, but I didn't realise they were that close. Like that there, it must be 5 meters away from the edge of the cliff. And I don't know how quickly this erosion is taking place, but this is interesting because I planned to come down here last week I planned to come down here, but I read yesterday it just got announced that the council's got a new initiative, and it's basically a planned retreat. So yeah, what the council are doing, it's this planned retreat where they literally say you can't live here anymore, these houses are going, but we've got some land about a mile and a bit away from the shoreline where you can rebuild your house, you can live there. So it's just this moving back of people because, I don't know, 10 years down the line, maybe even shorter if a bad storm comes, that could all be gone, your house is just gone. Geez, that road there, that's insane. The top of the cliff there, get out so you can get out of that light, that there is just concrete, that's the road. It's literally gone back to the road. And another bit here, which is the makeshift barrier protecting the sand from getting any more. It's washed away. But this is stunning, honestly, I'm loving it. So nice here. I didn't know beaches like this existed in Norfolk. So whilst that new initiative, that council initiative to move people back, that planned retreat, is going ahead, it's also been announced that the government are pulling funding for any more protection along this coastline. So I guess what's going on now, they're saying this is all you'll get for the time being, but look at this. They look like giant Lego blocks, these ones. They're actually doing some work on it as well. I'm just making a video about the coastal erosion, and this is the obviously preventive measures, isn't it?
Well, it's nothing that the council's paid, mate. It's just all the people up here have paid for some of it.
Really?
Yeah.
The locals have paid for this?
Yeah, well, this bit here, yeah.
What? I was just saying I thought it might be government funding,
no,
but
God, no chance, mate.
no way.
No way, mate. No. There's a couple of them put some money together to do this bit here. They've done it themselves.
Wow. That's crazy, man.
£1,000, mate. Thousands.
Yeah, I bet. Well, it's massive here, I can't even believe it. Oh, cheers, mate. Nice one. So that nice fella there that I just stopped to chat to. And I was right. Well, the government funding's not even happening. This was all paid for by the locals, the people that live just up there. They're doing it all by themselves. See that even these flood defences that they've put in, these are starting to fail. I'm going to quote a poem now, I can't remember who wrote it, but one of the lines is, "The sea's only gift is harsh blows," and how fitting to this environment. And it's interesting, me coming on a beautiful day like today when it looks gorgeous, where the sea just looks so appealing, the landscape feels nice, but everything you see about this place on the news, it's when it's stormy, it's when it's brutal, it's when the sea is doing that full damage. Today it's hiding that secret. I mean, it's not hiding it well because you can obviously see the effects, but it's all because of that. And down here in the distance, you can just see some more houses coming. So let's go have a look at them. So I just want to say a quick thank you as well, as we're on this beautiful day, to anyone who's ever signed up to my Patreon page or bought me a beer on the little link that I put in below. Honestly, it's massively appreciated, and it really, really does help me stay completely independent. I can make videos about whatever I want, but also it helps me stay as creative as I want. Like, YouTube wants you to pick a niche. It kind of wants you to pick one thing and just do that. You just want to be the guy that does high streets, or you just want to be the guy that looks at cheap houses. And I've never wanted that. I find that a bit creatively zapping. I want to make content about absolutely whatever I want. I want to look at coastal erosion, made in Britain, dry stone walls. So really it's down to you lot who've supported me. It keeps me so free to not just chase views and not get stuck on one niche, and just make videos about absolutely whatever I want. And I absolutely love that. So yeah, if you do want to support the channel, you can do it, one of those 2 links below. Right, back to the houses, and look at these ones. Fucking hell. In a way as well, it just accentuates the beauty of them. How they're just hanging on, literally. Look at that one there on the end. Wow. They are so close to the edge. So close to the edge of the cliff and the edge of their lives. And as this sign so fittingly says, beware, cliffs fall. I mean, this is probably the closest one that I've seen to the edge. And just look at this, they're keeping the earth up. It looks like they're, well, I'll just show you, I can't really explain what it's doing. Look at that. The wall out of wood. And I mean, it's an effort, isn't it? It's obviously doing something, but you think, just how much can you really do against the full force of nature? I don't know, maybe that's adding on years, 10 years, months, I've got no idea. So I think the the kind of beach ends down there, and it looks like the houses stop. So what I'm going to do is, I saw a path back up this way. Let's get up there and let's look at the houses from the coastal path. Yes, it says here the clifftop path has been lost to coastal erosion. Check tides before going out. So here you've got these nice little huts. I assume these will be all open in the summer months. Lovely, aren't they? The only problem is you got that right in front of them. You are meters away. That's crazy, isn't it? When you're up here, when you stood on the actual coastal path, it feels so different, because looking down at that is a lot more freaky than looking up at it. And you realise just how close these properties are to the edge. Just across the road, so that's where them little things are there, you've got these holiday homes. I'm guessing there's hundreds of them, maybe even thousands of holiday homes that, well, you feel, because you've got what, 60, no, not even that, maybe 30 meters between those and the end. Oh, they're going to be safe for now, I guess. How long before again this all just gets washed away? This road does. It's so weird, isn't it, when you think about it? How far did it used to stretch out? How far did the land go? Okay, so here we are now on the road above the beach. And even these houses here, these lovely houses, they're only, what, 20 meters away from the cliff? I wonder if these people are worried. How far back do you have to go before you get worried? So here is the beach there, and along houses there. Just got chatting to a nice fella there. He didn't want to be on camera, but he was living in Scratby, which is the area I've just passed there, where the houses were really close to the edge. But he was saying there, no one's worried. No one's worried about erosion at all. It's only down in Hemsby that people are worried about it, which is crazy, because how close they are when you look at them. I mean, I'd even be worried in these ones here. God, it is gorgeous, isn't it? These houses here. And that's your view. I mean, I'd probably cut that bush, to be fair. A well-needed trim. I guess the other thing about living here as well is it's the sea, it's these beachfront houses and holiday parks, and then nothing for ages. As I was driving through it, it was literally just flat, open land. There was nothing there. So the reason they're here is because of the sea. They want to be on the seafront. So with this council initiative to go, oh, we're going to just going to move you a mile back, it's like, kind of defeats the purpose of why you come here. You don't come to live here to be a mile inland, do you? When it's your only option, when the options are, well, you either live there or your house falls down there. What do you do? They are mega nice houses though. Look at that one. Well, that one was built in 2014, it's saying there. So 2014, that's only 10 years ago. They had some faith in this land staying around, didn't they? Also, I don't know if you can see that down there, giant DX van. No wonder the coastline's eroding when you got them big trucks driving up and down. My road in Yorkshire can't even handle it, and that's not built on sand. And I think we're just down to this bit here where the first bit of the road's collapsed. Jesus, look at that. Wow. You can see that there, the path just goes and goes and goes, and then suddenly completely drops away, and that's where that house is there. I'm not going to walk on that because I do not want to fall to my early demise. So the problem that occurs when your coastal path falls away is you can't walk on it. I'm having to walk all the way around. There's literally no way through down there. It's completely collapsed. So hopefully there'll be another way along. So yeah, I'm having to traipse all the way out away from the beach to get back to Hemsby because the path's fallen down. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what all the land is like back from the beach. Just giant open farmland. And I'm guessing it's a bit of farmland like that these people are getting moved to. They're gonna get bundled off to a nice field 1.5 miles away. People who like the seafront view. Babe, you told me we were going to go live by the seaside. Yeah, unfortunately it fell away, so we're here. Jeez, it's right on the edge there, isn't it? So you've got that hut there. The road was there, which is now gone. So look at that, you can see the road just goes on and on and on and on there, and then just suddenly stops and falls away. And then yeah, just beyond there, falls away again. It's absolutely mad. So obviously they've blocked off the path along the main bit, and for good reason. Does not look safe at all. Feels like it'd just crumble away beneath your feet, but you step back onto this road where I'm pretty sure you can still get back to Hemsby, and you would just have no idea. You'd have no idea that A, the cliffs were there, only 30 metres away, or B, they were literally falling away. So I'm a bit disappointed with how the coastal walk back along turned out, because, well, there wasn't one. It's completely fallen away. But hopefully I'll have gotten some drone shots to fill in the gaps. I just want to apologise in advance for the mispronunciation coming up of the area that I just arrived in. The correct way of saying it is Happisburgh. So that fella I met in Hemsby, he said I should come down here to Happisburgh and have a look at this as well, because he said it's really bad here. So I've just come down, we'll have a quick look here, see what it's like. Oh my God. What? Jesus, right, that's already very bad. Look at this. Just ends there. The path just ends there. Whoa. Right, I was expecting it to be bad, but not that bad. That's crazy. I think that's probably the worst I've seen all day. Let's have a little walk around here and see if there's anything else down this way. So obviously that's there where I've just shown you. And then here, you just got houses so close. So close. Yeah, so another bit that's all fenced off here with road closed signs. Clearly too dangerous to go in, I'll just show you. So the road will have gone along there. It's just fallen away. So yeah, there's the big lighthouse up there. The lighthouse which will have been used to warn people at sea that land is here. Avoid this bit, this is the dangerous bit. And now the tide's turned, hasn't it? And the sea, that's the danger. And we need to be warned about that. But what do you do? So this area here is, yeah, the worst I've seen all day. It's literally falling around everywhere. And unlike Hemsby, this feels a lot smaller. This literally feels like a little village. There's not much here at all. You've got the lighthouse there, a few houses there, which, well, I mean, they would be the ones you'd be worrying about, really, wouldn't you? So I was hoping to chat to more people today, but just some days people aren't about. Hey, mate, you all right?
I've been coming here since I was a kid, like.
Oh, really? I'm just making a film about what's it called? Happisburgh, yeah. And how it's changing. You remember this back when it wasn't falling away then, really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
So how long have you been coming here for?
45 years.
Wow, that must be so weird. How far did it stretch out then? Do you remember? Because these paths are just falling away, aren't they?
Yeah, it used to go right out.
Really?
That bungalow was right away from the sea. And
yeah.
Went right to the end, there were more houses.
No way.
Well, bungalows.
Yeah.
Chalets.
Yeah, like you get down in Hemsby and stuff, yeah.
On the caravan side, there used to be an Italian restaurant.
Wow.
And that had to be moved because it went into the sea.
Oh, really? No way.
Yeah.
So that's fallen away. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you'll always come back then for as long as you can, I guess?
Well, so every time we come to Norfolk, we always make because we've been here so many times, just have a look.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, buzzing. Well, it's nice to hear memories of when it was different, man. Yeah. And who knows how it'll look in years to come.
I think we'll be back over there at the lighthouse. That's the second lighthouse because it was caving in.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had a tour around it. It's not used now as such.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, cheers anyway, mate. Thanks for stopping and chatting. Nice one. Just as I was saying, not got chatting to anyone, a lovely fella stops who says he's been coming here for 45 years and gave me some information on what it used to be like. Oh, it's crazy. I'm back down now on the beach and the tide started to come in, so it's a good job we did it that way around, isn't it? I came at the perfect time to be able to walk down the beach and see the beach in all its glory. But now the tide starting to come in, starting to hit against these rocks, hit against the sand and causing the problems that have been eroding away at the beach. But I thought I'd just finish. I've actually finished another video with this poem, but every time I'm down by the sea I think of it. And this is a different verse, but yeah, it's Sea Fever by John Masefield. But I'll finish with a different verse than last time. But I feel it's especially relevant to the people who choose to still live here. They choose not to move on. They go, you know what, this is my home, I'm staying till the end. So I'll just finish with this. I must go down to the seas again, for the call of the running tide is a wild call and a clear call that cannot be denied. And all I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying and the flung spray and the blown spume and the seagulls crying. Thank you. I'm hoping to go all over the country and maybe further afield, maybe all over the world if possible, looking at coastal erosion. So if you've been affected directly or indirectly and you've got a story to tell, please do get in touch. I'd love to work on something together and document what's going on.